guys? Brent here. It is time for another race here at 81 Speedway. We're currently, I think, 9th or 10th in points right now. I think we're 9th in points right now. So we're going to try to stay in the top 10 in points tonight. We shouldn't have as many cars this week as we did last week. The reason why we had so many cars last time is just because we had Salina Speedway north of us get rained out, but they're racing tonight, so we should have pretty much our normal guys. We've seen a couple of other new guys here, but we've seen them out here once before. This is just their first time out this year out here, so shouldn't have too crazy of a car count. I don't think we're gonna have enough for a B tonight, just based off of how many cars I've seen. I haven't actually looked to see what the entry list looks like at the moment, but I do know that we drew a 66 before the redraw, so doesn't mean a whole terrible lot right now, but we'll see what it is after the drivers meeting. But hopefully should be a good night tonight. Basically right now we're just trying to figure out, refine my groove with these new wheels. Now that I have some trust with the car in the corners again, just figure out, relearn how to do my cornering, stuff like that, and see if we can't get that speed back that we had at the end of last year. So that's about it right now. We'll see what happens tonight. We looked at the track to see what it looks like right now. It looks like they were reworking it when I looked at it before. So I don't know. I'm debating on not just doing my hot laps again tonight, because this is kind of enough. You don't learn anything from it, and let it ride, see what happens. More of them trucks. Drivers meeting just wrapped up. We are not going to do hot laps. We're second to go out. The track just doesn't look quite ready. It looks like it's going to be really slimy, so we're not going to do hot laps. There's 26 cars here tonight for the mini stocks, which is right on the cusp on if we're going to have a B or not. So I don't exactly know if we're going to have a B or not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that, but it might depend on it if we have any mini stocks drop out in the heat races too. Hopefully that's not us. So that's what it looks like we're looking at right now. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like your average night other than all them trucks. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens if they're gonna have a B or not. All right. So we are currently, like I said, getting ready for hot laps here in a little bit. Like I said, we're not going to do the hot laps tonight. We drew a 66 with it. Redraw was a 5, so it doesn't really change what we're going to be at in terms of starting order for the heat race, so nothing too much changing in that front. Got another mini stock rolling in right now. Really Cavalier, so we'll see how that one runs tonight, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of the situation right now. We're second to go out in the lineup in a running order, which that's kind of what made me decide we're not going to do hot laps, because only one other class going out for hot laps before us. The track's going to be super slimy. It always is slimy, no matter where we're at anyway. So to be the second to go out, with it already looking like it does, it's not worth us to even try it. So we're going to avoid hot laps. Stayed to the track before for hot laps start here. Like I said, we're not going to go out for hot laps, but kind of gives you the idea of what the track's looking like. It looks pretty slick, so probably the right choice, to be 100% honest. Stock cars going now. They're right before us. Time to start getting ready. Starting 5th in heat number 2 for the mini stock. garbage right now. The track is fucking garbage. Yeah. We'll be in the beat for sure. It's fucking trash. Yeah, I know. You broke off coming out of four the last lap. The track's fucking garbage. That was the worst track we've had in a while. Wow. Just wrapped up our heat race, and I'm not the happiest. Now, that race did not go well at all. I mean, the track was awful. I couldn't find a line. All the faster cars that were behind us just absolutely drove right around us. I couldn't. That was bad. That was really bad. I'm not happy, but it is what it is. At the start, at the very start there, I don't know what happened to the guys in front of me, but they just turned into each other and damn near wrecked each other. I caught a small piece of it, but I don't think it hurt nothing. I think it's just some little bit of panel work. But man, that sucked. Right there came from that turn, coming out turn 4 to take the green flag. Right there, that's where that's from. So yeah, not the greatest, but it is what it is. We're for sure going to be in the B. those tracks where it's just slick enough where I mean, it's just slick enough where I can't figure out what to do with it. And yeah, it wasn't great, so not the happiest in the world. The body panel that was there was starting to come off again, so I just decided to pull it off. It's sitting right there on the trailer, so pull it off. It's just a little body panel on there, just for appearance look. So it's gonna look a little weird, look a little taller on one side, but that's just because that panel's gone. But I lost a spot. We started 5th, finished 6th. I couldn't find grip. I mean, no matter what I did, it wouldn't hold. I tried different throttle methods. I tried to brake, get back on it. Everything I did just did not work out. So kind of got stuck struggling with that one. And sometimes you'll just have that, but unfortunate. But we'll be 6th in the B, which they've taken 12, it says. So hopefully we transfer in. As long as everything stays clean, we should be good enough. I know a couple guys broke in the heat races. In their heat races, I think the 8 truck, the one that was on outside pulling our heat, I think he broke and had to get pushed back. So we'll see if he's going to be in it. There was a guy on the very last lap, the white and green Cavalier, broke the hub or something coming out of turn 4. And you can see the tire come flying off and bouncing. I was kind of watching to make sure I wasn't going to run it over. So, I don't know. I don't know. Not the happiest in the world, but at least it ran okay, I suppose. The car felt okay for as much as it could on a bad track. I don't know if these were here before. I'm thinking they weren't. So those are some new markings from it. Like I said, we took that back panel, that bottom panel off. It's right there on the trailer. And of course, this is all new right here. So I'll be repainting that, but I don't think I'll be able to repaint that. See if we can pop that back into place. Maybe not. Who knows? It's just cosmetic and antique racers night tonight. So we have a bunch of old vintage sprint cars coming out here tonight. They do this about every year. I think they did it last year. I recorded as well. It's always a fun little thing, but it's cool to see these old school sprint cars and midgets and modifieds out here. It's pretty dang cool to see these cars. Hopefully you can hear me. There's a generator going right there. So hopefully you can hear me. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is they got rid of the B. So we don't have the B anymore. I guess enough cars got knocked out in the heat races to the point where they decided that we didn't need a B anymore. But the bad news about that means we start deep in the A main. We start all the way back in 18th. There's 28 cars they have on the schedule for it, but because that's including the cars that are broken, so not all 28 of those are going to make it. Probably going to be closer to 22, 23. So who knows? That 15 car, the one that broke the hub, he's actually one of the ones that's going to be in front of me because he finished ahead of me and he passed me. So it's going to be moving me up a little bit, but as of right now, they have me starting 18th in the A feature, which is deep in the field, but we've driven through the field before, and there's some guys in front of me that I know I could beat. So, you know, you just gotta work smart through it, and just gotta get through all the trouble that's inevitably going to happen. All right, so here's the dilemma we're in. Starting all the way back in 18th in our feature, I am obviously not the most thrilled about that, but at the same time, we've done it before, and it's a lot of fun to drive through the field like that. So I am kind of excited for it to do it because I haven't done that in a while, and it's gonna be nice to be able to prove to myself that I can do that. The thing that worries me is our luck has been nothing but bad this year. So I am a little nervous for that to happen. I'm nervous for something to happen in front of us. So that's why I'm kind of like a little nervous about starting so far back. But we done, like I said, we've done it before, so you know we just got to do what we did last year, and get up there and survive all the carnage that's gonna go around. We usually get pretty decently lucky with you know, avoiding on-track incidents. I feel like I'm pretty good at being able to avoid you know, incidents like that. But you know, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. We're back there. Everyone says they know who the squirrels are in your class, and being all the way back in 18th, chances are we're going to be behind some of those guys. So, you know, we'll just keep our head on a swivel and keep going. I mean, that's the only thing we can do at this point. You know, we can't play and try to bargain to get us back there. Nope, we just got to accept where we're at and make it work. All right, they just called stock cars A feature to the lineup area, or right after them. The race is going to take a little bit, but we're going to start getting ready. Next thing you're going to see is us pulling out feature, starting deep in the field. Should be an exciting one. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy to the point where we're in trouble, but should be in for some good content tonight, at the very least. So racetrack before we actually get going on. Doing a little bit of rain work, I suppose. A little bit, but the track does not look that bad right now. So hopefully, you know, we got the stock cars. They're going to pack it down a little bit more, but hopefully it's not that bad of a surface, which actually looks pretty decent right now. Better than what it did in the heat race, at least. 18th, finished 12th. It wasn't exactly 18th. There was a couple cars that didn't start that was supposed to be in front of us. I think maybe one or two, but we got all of our passes. We got on initial green flag, and then I tried to get by the 78, and I just couldn't find a way to get around them. I'll be honest, I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's a weight issue with the car. I don't know, the rest of the field just got faster or what, but we aren't keeping up. Not like we were last year. So at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should be, if we should just ride it out and try to get the Cavalier going and make that our primary car next year or what. But something is keeping us from being able to compete like we did last year. And I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. I think we should have been a top 10 car. We should have been at this point in the season last year. We were running top 10 fairly decently. So I don't know what to do. I don't know anymore. I mean, a car ran okay. It's running fine. It's not like mechanically it's down on power or something like that. I think it's about the same it's been. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. So. Waiting to see what the point situation is, but we finished 12th after starting 18th on paper, 18th. So I don't know. We kept the car clean despite starting way back there. We kept it clean on the runs. So I don't know. It's like I said, I'm disappointed, but we got to figure something out, I guess. Well, I'm looking at our lap times tonight in particular. And last week, looking at our lap times compared to last year's lap times, we're a little bit slower than we were, about maybe 2 to 3 tenths. But everyone else is about a second faster than what they were last year. So everyone found something except for me, apparently. I don't know what I'm doing different. So I did get a little bit slower, so we're going to work on that. We're behind the ball. I acknowledge we're behind the ball because of all of our wheel issues that we've had all year round. So we're behind the ball on that, but everyone else has gotten faster, and I don't really know how to fix like what we can do to get faster on our end. I'm at the point now I'm starting to wonder if the weight of the car is an issue. And if that's the case, I don't know what more we can do. There's not really much we can cut out of this car to make it fast, make it lighter, but still legal. So I don't know. We might have to do some digging. Maybe that wheel is a bigger detriment than what we're thinking. But I say that, but our lap times are not significantly slower, and I don't know. I'm at a loss right now. I got to talk to some of these guys, figure out what they had going on, how they got faster, if they would even tell me, and go and then figure it out from there because we're not keeping up. Alrighty, so we have moved up to 8th in points. We've gotten wrapping up, getting the car loaded up now. He's putting the last strap on now. We were up to 8th in points, which that's a positive, but we're going to have to do some figuring out, see where we're losing where we're losing a little bit of speed because we're a couple tenths slower than when we were last year. That could just be me though, getting readjusted to the car. You know, we've had 7 races already, but a lot of those have had problems this year. So we'll have we had 7 races? I feel like we've had 7 races. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, whatever. We've gotten a decent amount of races in this year, so you think we'd be set and ready to go. We'd be set and good to go, right? By now. But with as many problems we've had, I'm still trying to knock off some rust, still trying to, regain a little bit of trust in the wheels, regain some trust in the car. And so I know I'm losing a little bit of speed, at least I think I am losing a little bit of speed on that regard because of that. I also wonder if our wheel being kinked in like it is a little bit on that right front is causing a little bit of our speed loss. That being said, the field has gotten faster. I looked at some of our lap times last year. They're about a second faster than what they were last year, and we've stayed about the same. So that's not helping our case, and I feel like that's a bigger detriment than whatever speed we've lost from anything mechanical or anything of me driving. At least, maybe I'm just telling myself that, I don't know. But the good news, we're back up to 8th. Wind's picking up, so I don't know how well you can hear us. We're back up to 8th in points, so we're slowly climbing out of our hole. That's good, I guess, but yeah, I mean, other than just overall a little disappointed from where we finished, actually running that feature was fun. I will say that was fun, trying to cut through those trucks and cut through that field. That was exciting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think my dad was recording, so you should hopefully have some good footage of that initial start. Hopefully the GoPro caught it too. At least it caught how much needle threading that was there, because it felt pretty cool from the driver's seat. So I think that's all we got tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.